Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bachelor official YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. Although Kody Brown is in Sister Wives rather than Physical 100, he has recently been compared to Atlas, who carried the entire world on his shoulders. Atlas, a Greek titan, needed to keep the sky up forever. Kody seems to understand, but how is he going above and beyond for Robin Brown and their children? What about Christine Brown, who was unable to endure it any longer and ran away? What about Janelle Brown, who has a bad day almost every time she sits on that brown couch? What happens to Mary Brown, who appears to be a complete third wheel? Atlas might have shrugged if Kody was Atlas. In the book Atlas Shrugged, a group of talented and independent people get fed up with the status quo and leave for Galt's Gulch, a secret utopia. As they shrug off their responsibilities in the real world, they go on strike. They're getting tired of being surrounded by thieves who take more than they give away. Kody might like to think of himself in that way, but his ego is getting in the way. Kody isn't doing his part, so he's not a hero like John Galt in Atlas Shrugged. Even Robin is ranting about her husband, but Janelle is furious more than any other wife. Her fights with Kody in Season 18 are epic. The fights are very violent. In Season 18, Kody says some pretty big things, like he wants to show the world how smart he is. He is currently feeling so attacked. He moans to his brothers during man time, or turns beet red while yelling at Janelle, with his finger pointing right at her, when he isn't using intellectual words like circumventing. Kody's behavior is out of control, as Sister Wives Season 18 Episode 3 demonstrated. The problem is that he cannot comprehend why anyone would dislike him. He is attempting to maintain control over faith-declining women. They may experience some love, but there are a lot of other feelings as well, including possibly even hatred. Obviously, that is difficult for Kody, but the majority of the emotional fireworks in Season 18 are his fault. Kody's failed the family instead of supporting them. Janelle and Kody are really fighting. They are becoming so enraged, so there must be a bond there. They are not yet at the indifference stage at which it is truly over, but it doesn't look good for them. Janelle is sick of being Kody's middleman with their children. She shouldn't be put in that position constantly by Kody. During the pandemic, when her children didn't follow Kody's strict rules about avoiding the virus, she already did the majority of the parenting. Janelle needed to join the program, according to Kody. He becomes so passionate about that. When he says, to paraphrase, "Do what you're told," it really seems to hit a nerve, whether it's the religious training or patriarchal brainwashing or both. Yet they do not. Is that the worst thing a wife can do to a patriarch who has had multiple children? Other than completely bailing out, as Christine did, maybe so. Janelle attempted. She has given more effort than she ought to have. In Season 18, she tries to express herself while Kody calls her the Teflon Queen, or pulls on his leather jacket once more in preparation to run out the door. She looks exhausted. He won't leave her house without telling her something like, "You don't listen." To be fair, she isn't hiding anything. Despite the fact that their interactions are poisoned by years of tension, they occasionally appear to be strangers. The option that Kody gave Janelle is regrettable. Without them, she would lose Kody. What kind of mother is going to tell her kids to leave because they don't follow the rules? Janelle claims that everyone adhered to the CDC guidelines, which were less stringent than Kody's. She becomes his Teflon Queen if she doesn't kick them out, while Robin gets to be a real queen. For Janelle, that's not all that much, right? In addition, Janelle claims that the Coyote Pass mess has left her broke because she paid cash for the land and got a mortgage. Kody claims to have assets. The physical distance does not alleviate the bad situation that is developing. The Browns were destroyed by the long-distance thing. Everyone was affected by the pandemic, and those who survived were fortunate, but the famous family still suffered greatly. Robin became a true queen without the usual gatherings, ruling in her fancy palace with its wine fridge, while the other wives had to go it alone. Although Janelle and Christine's ability to lean on one another was helpful in a small way, it was insufficient, and Mary was really left out in the cold. Kody, who believes he has everything under control, has actually caused quite a bit of damage. Since people were dying from the virus, his stringent COVID regulations were not unreasonable, but maybe he went too far. Except for Robin and their children, he alienated everyone. Janelle confronted him and Robin, revealing the omnipresent and tiresome hypocrisy. She inquired as to whether Kody and his first wife were in fact paragons of honesty and perfection. Kody was surprised, most likely because the truth hurts. Robin and Kody are not ideal people. Christine confronted the facts, conscious of the fact that Kody would never give her what he gives Robin. Even though she had been in that spiritual union for eons, she bravely decided to leave. She is now glowing. It is wonderful to observe her joy during the season, but the other wives appear so pale, worn out, and world-weary. It is depressing. Polygamy is ineffective. People can only succeed if they are willing to act the part. War begins when they show what's really inside by becoming primal. Underneath their rage, the wives are removing their masks. Even Robin, who is so committed to being nice, is beginning to lash out. Imagine the reactions of the other wives if Robin is upset. They receive far less attention than she does. They are frequently left to fend for themselves for extended periods of time. If something breaks, a jar is hard to open, or they need a shoulder to cry on. There is no patriarch nearby to assist. He increased their independence by allowing them to rely on themselves. Without him, they took care of things. Naturally, they might begin to realize that they do not really require a man. Love can die from physical and emotional distance. To continue to adore someone who is never present takes a great deal of devotion. Practical Janelle has reached the point where conducting a cost-benefit analysis is no longer necessary. Kody is not supporting the heavens, the sky, or anything else. He is stuck in a patriarchal position that doesn't fit him. While claiming that he wants to please his other wives, he is acting like a one-man woman. He's acting as though everything can be okay, maybe even to himself. Despite this, he is losing his temper, his ego is swollen but fragile, and he is basically falling apart. He wants to be obeyed, loved, trusted, and so much more. However, he is so arrogant. Kody's fatal flaw is that he does not feel his wife's feelings. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.